How's it going, everyone? Today we got a story time of the cringiest Amazing Digital Circus hater on Earth, on the internet, ever. Basically the subscriber was watching the latest release that came out a couple months ago, I think, of this web series, and this kid got really mad at him for doing so. I'm not super sure why. Well, actually, no, there's a pretty clear reason why, as you'll see in this story. So buckle up, leave a like on the video right now to claim your free nothing. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and with that being said, let's just jump right into it. Anyway, so we're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Will. So anyways, Will's a fan of the Amazing Digital Circus, which is, to my knowledge, I don't know much about it. I was just submitted this story and I did a little bit of research, so if I get some details wrong, my fault. Anyways, though, it seems to be a pretty popular web series, actually an incredibly popular web series. I mean, the recent episode had like 60 million views. 60 million views on a non-short, that's insane. Even if it wasn't short, that'd be insane. But anyways, very, very popular series. So you would think, who cares if someone enjoys it? So anyways, one day, recently, Will was in class. He was just kind of chilling, and one thing about this school is that at least, okay, maybe not his school, but at least Will's class, is the teacher do not care, bro. His teacher does not care. I mean, it is expected at this point for kids in his class to be on their phones and not paying attention. In fact, the teacher would probably be surprised if she turned around and saw anyone who was paying attention like that. She'd probably be like, "What? Did you not remember your phone today? Are you spacing out? Like, do you not have any friends?" Like, genuinely, the teacher would probably be mad at you for not paying attention. For not paying attention. Didn't need to add that extra not in there. Anyways, though, so on just a normal day, Will was sitting there, whips out his phone. He starts playing like the newest episode. I guess this was a little while ago because I think it like just came out or something. So he's watching the newest episode of like the Amazing Digital Circus. It came out like the night before, the day before, but he was busy and he was actually kind of waiting for like Miss Johnson's third period class to watch it because it just happened to be, her class was like 40 minutes, this episode was 30 minutes, so it was basically enough time, give or take 5 or 10, for like leaving, whatever. It was actually like enough time, and it was a perfect spot for him to watch it, which honestly I think is just so funny that a class by a teacher is the perfect time for him to watch his show or something. Anyways, so Will, whips out his phone, puts in his earbuds, or I guess plugs in his earbuds into his phone, puts them in, and starts playing like the, what is it? Oh, God, guys, I've already forgotten. This Fantastic Digital Circus? Dude, I'm just saying, Amazing Digital Circus? I apologize. I'm really new to it, but this story's interesting. So stay tuned, because it's actually really interesting why a character who I'm about to introduce gets so mad at Will for doing so. Let me introduce him. So there was a kid in the class called Ben. So Ben was kind of, okay, I don't want to say he was the notorious bully because I don't necessarily think that's the correct archetype. That might not be a great, I don't know if you guys all know that. It might not be a good characterization for him. Like he wasn't a bully in the sense that he had a lot of power. He was just a bully in the sense that he would do a lot of bullying things. Like he would, I don't know, he would intimidate people and he would, be mean to people. But the reason why I'm really hesitant to call him like a straight up bully is because he wasn't very successful. Because like a lot of times when you think of a bully, and a lot of times when I've used, bully to like reference a character and kind of make a lot of shorthand assumptions to make the storytelling a lot cleaner, it's you kind of have this aura of he's, I don't know, big, strong, people are afraid of him, etc. No, but Ben had the characteristics of a bully in the way he acted, yet he garnered not an ounce of respect, is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, so that's Ben. And so Ben, on this very day, was trying to pursue this girl. What should we call this girl? You know what? Let's call this girl Caroline. Anyways, so Caroline was in Ben's class. She was also in the class with Will, and Will didn't really care. Bro's too busy grinding his YouTube watching to care about women, man. Gotta grind those Fortnite levels, man. Chapter 2 just came out. Anyways, though, sorry, still recovering. Very tail end of the sickness. Just got off a break, so I'm gonna be loading some videos out for you guys. I've not done 2 videos, like new videos, not the compilation ones. I've been done like 2 new videos a day for a long time, and I used to do that. I think I'm doing that again. Anyways, though, so Will's just kind of sitting there, and he's watching the Amazing Digital Circus, and it's going on, it's doing whatever, and this Ben guy is talking a little bit to Caroline. He's like, "Hey, how are you?" And she's like, "Good." "Hey, I just, that's really good. Like, I'm really happy that you're good." Huh. Yeah, so if you can't tell, Mr. Ben, big bad bully man that no one respects, definitely isn't maxing out his skills in the Riz category. Bro is not the most charismatic man at this high school or middle school. I actually have no idea how old these kids are. Anyways, so yeah, he's like, I hope you're having a good day." And Caroline's like, okay. Kind of just smiles like politely and proceeds to turn facing back around. So to give you a little bit of a setup, to the left of Ben is sitting Will, and he's watching with his headphones in the Amazing Digital Circus, right? The new episode that popped out. And to the left of Will is Ben. No, to the right of yeah. Oh yeah, we're on a weird. Yeah, no, this is not this is not Euclidean space, guys. No, I just did that incorrectly. So they're right next to each other, and in front of Ben, is Caroline, the girl he's trying to talk to. So of course, it's very easy for Caroline to just stay focused forward, and for her to turn all the way around is she really would want to talk to him. So Ben is basically repeatedly asking her questions and stuff, and she keeps turning around to answer it, and then immediately turns back around to face the forward. It is so incredibly obvious that this girl is not interested in him, and he's definitely not making it better, because he's all like, "Oh, I think you're cool. I think you're so cute." It's like, dude, relax. I don't know what to say, but just don't say that. So Ben was starting to get angry about this. And Will wasn't aware of, okay, he was kind of aware because that's how I got the details for this story. There's not some third-party observer telling you these details. So this was all caught out of it was additional context after the fact, and also from the realm of the side of his eye, right? That's kind of where he caught this from. So Ben was getting angrier and angrier and angrier because, he wasn't he wasn't going to be like, "Caroline, you better respond to me or I'm going to sock you in the face." He wasn't angry like that at her. I think he was just getting frustrated at the situation, and it was kind of a buildup of frustration. So eventually he decides that he's going to take it out on Will. So anyways, after Caroline kind of rejects his 15,000th question, he's like, "Well, at least I'm not some nerd who's watching this garbage." And he just points at Will, and Will's like, "Yo, what did I do?" First of all, Will's so confused. He takes out one of his earbuds, he pauses his video, he's like, "Yo, what's up?" And Ben's like, "I'll repeat myself. At least I'm not some nerd who watches this garbage, right, Caroline?" And Caroline at this point turns around. When someone just shouts and points, "Look at this," you're going to at least look, even if you think it's a bad idea to do. You're at least interested to turn around to see what she's going to say, at a minimum. Yeah, so, anyways, Will's like, "Dude, what?" He, takes out his earbud, and he just hears this. Imagine you're just sitting there, enjoying whatever you're doing, and then you hear someone be like, "At least I'm not like this geek, looking at this, watching this trash." Dude, relax. And remember, this is mid-lesson. Miss Johnson does not care. I'm going to give you a spoiler. Miss Johnson doesn't interrupt throughout this whole story. Even though this kid is basically yelling. He is yelling, actually. Miss Johnson just don't care, bro. I don't know how else to say it. She just does not care. Which is why this entire environment and story could have happened in the first place. So maybe it's all Miss Johnson's fault in some perspective. Anyways, though, so Will's like, "Dude, what?" And Ben's like, "Oh, Caroline, at least you're not talking to him, because he's watching this geek thing," and points at the My Digital Circus animation amazing. I keep screwing it up. I'm sorry. You guys know what I'm saying. And Will's just like, "Dude, relax. I'm watching YouTube video. It's a show I'm following." And Ben's like, "Caroline, look. And she's like, Caroline's really conflicted at this point, Because she's not trying to look back, but okay, imagine the situation. Someone you don't really know that well, so you can't like straight up, it's hard, okay, you could straight up ignore him. And honestly, I would suggest straight up ignoring him in this situation. But Caroline, it's weird because someone's shouting at you, look, 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 look. You're probably going to at least turn around a little bit, even if you're super annoyed by the fact that you have to. So she's like, okay, what? And it turns around, and yeah, like Caroline sees, oh yeah, he's watching something. I don't care. Why would I care? And also, this is making you look like a buffoon. It's probably what Caroline was thinking at this point. And I really don't understand Ben's perspective on this. I'm really not sure where Ben thought that this would somehow leverage him into a good situation. You know, I'm not really getting how this all plays out. Like, I'm not sure what his like 10,000 IQ play was here. Definitely a little bit confused by that, because here's a little thing. Blatantly, like, no, I can't use that word. I'm trying to keep this family friendly. Blatantly dunking, we'll say that, dunking on someone. Just to like in the presence of someone you're trying to attract, especially doing it like this. Yeah, okay, it looks trashy. You look trashy, bro. I don't know how else to say it. I'm gonna be honest, true for girls too. When girls just relentless, I've talked to girls, you know, I've been on a date or two where they're just dunking. They're dunking on their friends. And it just feels bad, man. You can, okay, after a little bit longer to the relationship, you can have all those whatever but not in the beginning. You don't want to present yourself as someone who presents themselves like this, right? It doesn't matter if you do or don't. It just looks bad. And I understand that Ben in this situation was trying to like, I don't know, to gain respect or attention, was trying to put his worth relative to someone else. But also, who cares if he's watching the Amazing Digital Circus, man? Who cares? I mean, if you made that your whole life, and you know, I watched some YouTube videos and some of my friends' videos have posted about how the fan base can be a little bad, as all fan bases of anything popular on the internet, by the way. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment circus down below. Anyways, though, yeah, okay, yeah, there's every internet fan, anything that's become popular has some weird fans, man. But bro's just sitting there watching a show he likes. So yeah, anyways, Caroline's not impressed. She immediately turns around, and Ben is like confused. I think for some reason he was certain that this was going to somehow, she was gonna, I don't know, drop to her knees. Not like that, guys. Relax, weirdos. Anyways, so yeah, sure enough, Caroline continues to ignore him, and now she's blatantly ignoring him. Because before, she would be like, haha, yeah, that's cool. Haha, yeah, that's gotta like respond to the question, whatever. Be nice, be polite, and then make your intentions clear. After the 15,000th time, and also after him berating some random kid, they're clearly not friends, Caroline decides that she is going to move the spectrum of, you know, moderate, like politely ignoring to / being moderately dismissive to being blatantly ignoring him. So he starts going like, yo, Caroline, did you get this? Like, look at this geek. yo, Caroline, yo. And she's just like, she's facing forward. And then honestly, one of the most embarrassing things happens. So one of Caroline's friends, who we'll call her Ava, turns around because Caroline is very clearly ignoring him, very obviously. And it's Ben's not getting the message, or if he is, he's muting the calls, man. He is ignoring it on purpose. So Ava, Caroline's friend, who's sitting right next to Ava, turns around, is like, "Will you stop talking to her, you weirdo?" And then she immediately turns back, and Ben is just like silenced. There's nothing worse than being called like a weirdo or a creep or something, bro. Like, it immediately destroys you, which bro was being a weirdo. You know what I mean? It was an accurate representation. Bro would not leave this girl alone. He was and also, like, Will was sitting there, and he had his headphones in. He immediately put them back in, but he was not listening to anything. It was one of those, like, you put in your headphones, but there's no music going on. He had the video paused, man. He had the video paused, so he heard all of this. And he couldn't help but smile, because, you know, hey, man, you just dunk on this kid randomly for enjoying some YouTube video, thinking it's going to save your failing attempt to court this girl, and then you just get smacked down in front of the whole class by your friend, being called a weirdo. Man, I'm not going to say, you know what, I'm going to say it.